This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield and co-host Marney Winfield.
I seen somebody wearing their 217 Recovery Podcast t-shirt today. It was new, it was walking around, it was hovering above the ground, looking awesome. He was certainly happy to get that, I assume because he was wearing it.
16th of June, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marney Winfield.
And this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Let's do my radio stuff today. I was talking about my radio career yesterday. We were out doing the outreach program, and Casey was with me, and I told him my story about when I worked in country music. Yeah, it was funny. And this guy by the name of Roger Allen, who was like big deal in country music and radio and stuff. He was in San Antonio, and he brought me into the whole Howard Stern thing to me, and I thought he was joking. I thought he was kidding. I thought, this is funny, like he's giving me the Howard Stern thing, and I was like, oh, this is like Howard Stern, and he's like, what? I was like, you're kidding. He's like, well, the way you're saying Y100 is very rock jockey. It sounds like you're a rock jock, and you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. But on this station, it needs to be Y100. And I was like, stop, man. I was like, this is the Howard Stern. I mean, what's up, man? What do you want to talk about today? Like, the new promotions coming out, you're pretty excited. Well, yeah, I mean, that's great, but I just want you to get the call letters down. And that's when I realized that he was dead serious and that this was not a Howard Stern moment. Even though Howard Stern had that same moment with WNBC. Howard, you're not saying, I don't know if you've seen that movie, Private Parts, but it's like, Howard, you're not saying the call letters right. It's not WNBC, it's WNBC. And I walked out there and I thought, oh my God, like, what am I doing? Like, where am I at? What's going on here?
And you stuck with it?
Oh, then I went and I puked it up. Y100! And they see me in the hall and they're like, sounded good. I'm like, are these people like, are they lost their mind? Have they not heard me today? Like, I am being like defiant Corey. I'm like 28 years old, 29 or whatever, and tell me what to do. Like, are you kidding? And like, these guys, what do they know? I know everything. I'm Corey Winfield. Y100. And I would just puke it up. And I was doing that for, I don't know, a few days at least. And they just, sounded great, man. I thought,
well, that's what they wanted.
Looking back now, hey, man, just play the game. And now I look at it and people ask me, oh, you're not going to go back into radio? You're not doing radio in Traverse City? Nah, I'm good on that, man. The radio stations here in Traverse City have made it long enough without Corey Winfield on their team. They're going to be just fine without me.
You had your days.
Yeah, and the problem with me doing radio now, I would go back in and I would get so frustrated with, you guys aren't doing it right. Yeah, they are. It's their radio station. They can do however the F they want to. They can give away commercials. They can sell commercials for $1 million. I don't care. It's their station, and that's the thing. That's the thing that I didn't realize younger in my career. I thought I was just going to change everything, and I thought I was going to change the game, or I don't think I was going to change the game, but I don't know. I just thought that I knew everything pretty much, and that these guys were crazy, and they were crazy for saying that I sounded good when I was puking it up. But again, man, maybe that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
Apparently that is what they wanted. So I never got promoted to full time, and I said, F you, I'm taking my ball and I'm going to Dallas. I'm out of here. Go. I'm out of here. Can't sit around.
But it was an experience.
Dangling a carrot in front of me. I mean, do this stupid Y100. No, it was all right. There was good people there. I met some really good people in San Antonio when I worked for Cox Media, COX. Some people are probably thinking I work for COCKS, but that is incorrect.
No.
It was Cox Media and Broadcasting. So, yeah, I met really good people there. My friend Chris Cifuentes. I haven't talked to him in a while, but him, there's more.
More than just him.
Yeah, but there were really good people that I met there, and it was a good time. Yeah, like you said, it's part of the past, part of the experience, and part of what got me where I am today. But yeah, anyway, so that was that. I didn't plan on talking about that today, but there you go. That's the 217 Recovery Podcast. Normally I don't puke it up at the beginning. I just had to explain myself, and Marty looked at me like, what in the F? Are we going to do this again? Are we going to start it over?
Right.
So
no, I've heard that story before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, my back hurts really bad today. And it's going down my leg, my sciatica.
Other than that, it's a beautiful day, though.
Yeah. You said you were very productive today.
I was extremely productive today, yeah. Yeah.
Those days feel good. How do you prepare for that mentally? Do you just roll out of bed and you're just productive or what?
No, lots of times I can tell it's going to be a productive day because it'll be like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning and I'm already like working in my head. So I might as well just like get up and go to work. Doesn't always work out that way, but so, and then it's just like, I'm really big on lists. I make lists for myself and anything that I didn't get done today, or if it makes more sense to do it tomorrow, or like right away. But, I kind of have the luxury, I guess you want to call it that, flexibility is a better word, of being able to kind of like schedule my things, that to make it work for me, to make sure that I'm the most efficient and I'm the most efficient for my clients too, like me doing house checks or whatever on the time when people aren't around, because I know they're not going to be around. I'm not going to, that timing, I'm not going to be able to interact with as many people. But, if there's things that need to be brought there, dropped off, picked up, whatever. So anyway, long story short, it was, we had a staff meeting this morning and those are always fun. But
I just got a great idea.
What's that?
It actually, both aspects of your job, house checks and staff meetings. Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about having a guest house checker? Somebody to come in there with a plastic glove on, just then
we do that.
Finger on
we do that every once in a while when other staff members want to come check out the houses.
Kick doors open. We
had people that have worked for our agency for longer than I have and never set foot in one of our homes. And so I'm like, you're welcome to come with me whenever you want to see where these people who you talk to live at.
Yeah, I think that would be a requirement. Like everybody at the treatment center, everybody should go through there.
They're starting to do that, especially because we're making so much progress and like making sure that the houses are tended to and looking good and kept up. And it's one of those things where there's all kinds of people in the world that started a business. I would say I didn't start this, but started something and it was a disaster. And it's almost like it can only get better from here, kind of deal. Like that's sort of semi what I was dealing with. No offense, to my agency, but it's kind of like that's what it was. And I just, not on my own, for me asking for help and coming up with ideas and whatever. It's coming. There's always room for improvement, but I think we've come a long way. And and I think a better environment, at the end of the day is better for the clients and people tend to have more respect for the program as a whole. I know it sounds silly, but I believe that to be true.
Yeah, and everything changes too. People's attitudes change, and when somebody's been in a position for a while too, even with this and me, 217 recovery, I get lax sometimes. It's like, well, do I need to do that today? But rules change, policies change, everything changes, and there's so much changing going on. Sometimes we forget to look over our shoulder back. Hey, wait, remember what I started? Oh, it's the podcast, maybe I should do some more intros or, maybe make some new logos or make a little promo to put out on social media that actually has our stuff on it. It's stuff like that. Sometimes I forget. So I get it, those agencies and this is just a few people. But yours agency is a lot more people and it involves a lot more moving parts and it's crazy. So yeah, I can see where sometimes it needs to be freshened up and a new look and, to have everybody on board to come through and see and suggestions of, wait, this and that, but you didn't answer my question. My question was, did you ever want an
staff members come?
Yeah, but me.
No. I guess you can just run it past
clothes and throw them on their bed and be like, this wasn't folded right. And if their bed's not made because that's what I went through.
Who the bleep is this guy?
If you can bounce a quarter off it, man, it's all thrown on the floor, and then you got no passes, and you got to move to the top bunk. It was hell. You made your bed.
Kind of what's that one restaurant show where the guy comes in and just rips it to pieces and is like, you're not doing this right. You're not doing this right. This looks terrible. This is awful. And then just rescue.
Yeah.
Or bar rescue or whatever. Yeah. No, but your point on what you were saying is everything changes it's a kind of like a living, breathing operation. And because our agency focuses on connecting people to other resources, those change. And the people in those other like resources, other agencies that help our agency that we work together with or what have you, those people change, whether it's therapists or whether it's the workers there or, navigators or, or different programs open up or different, I don't know, public events or whatever will be had by churches or by, different businesses or whatever that are offering help or resources to clients. And so you need to stay on top of that too. So, you're always kind of learning. And I learn from clients all the time. Perfect example, client comes in, is like, I have no identification. And I'm like, okay, well, you're here. So we know that there's some way that somebody checked that they know who you are. And, backtrack, and this person came from the legal system, but literally had nothing with his picture on it saying that he was him. So you have to actually go back to like a mugshot, like a booking situation. Like at that point, they knew that person was that person. So let's go from there. And it's crazy. Like I know getting Social Security cards, getting your birth certificate. Sometimes people don't know where that stuff is. Yeah. Or it's like it's gone. It's just gone.
Well, Michigan Works helps with that in Michigan.
This is who I was talking to about that. And she was like, this is what we ended up having to do. This was as far as we can track back to prove this person is this person.
But I mean, they can help with him getting his ID and his Social Security card. That's what I'm saying,
but you have to start somewhere with something somewhere that says that I connected this individual who's standing in front of me to being this human being.
I mean, you do a lot with Photoshop, but
honey, that's not even right to even say.
But back to my question.
Yeah,
I
mean having a surprise.
Now staff meetings too. Like this is something that I think that I just created myself a new career. I'm going to be a staff meeting attendant is the official title. And what my job's going to be is I will come to staff meetings and I will ask questions. Because like a lot of times, like when I was in staff meetings, like nobody wants to say what we really wanted to say. Mm-hmm. Like people could send me emails and stuff and I would just say stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, how come we're doing this? Well, how come we're not doing that? And some of the questions are just obvious. But sometimes people are just like, oh, I'm too afraid to say it because I don't want to. Plus, I want to get out here and get my lunch on. I got too much shit to do to be sitting here in this stupid meeting. And I'm going to bring it up and then everybody's going to talk about it and nothing's going to get done. I'm done with that. That's how I would feel at most of my meetings. But if you had somebody like myself that would come in to be a staff meeting attendant that would ask these questions that needed to be asked, and then they pay me and I would leave.
They would pay you to ask questions?
Thousands, probably.
Huh.
I can get a bunch of because I'm good at Photoshop. So
you're not a consultant. You're not really.
I mean, you could look at it like that, but I'm a different kind of consultant. The one that's going to ask them tough questions. I'm for the employees. You're
just there to ruffle everybody's feathers and get people upset and pissed off at each other and resentful and
then I'll send a report out to everybody when I'm finished with my questions and how they were answered by the management.
You think you'd be good at one of those the rallies, where people are and you'd be like, what do we want? Why do we want it? When do we want it now?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we should try it out. I think I would do my first couple for free.
You would be a nightmare at a protest.
If you're interested to have me as a staff meeting consultant, or I don't want to use that C word. Don't use the C word.
Why don't we just not?
Attendant.
I mean, maybe in other
if you're interested,
agencies or
hit
businesses.
me up. I'll do the first two for free. It's Corey, Corey. It's email. That's how I want you to get a hold of me. Corey at 217recovery.com.
Okay.
Wait till I publish this and then my emails will be flooded. I'm like, Corey, that's a great idea, man. The first two are free. Wow. And that's not the first two that I'm coming to your place. That's one place and one place. So 2 places to get it for free.
Oh.
I come in and I sit and I'll detail what my
you can do research.
What my duties are and what I will report back. And it'll make it such a better meeting for everyone. And the productivity will be just through the roof. I know. Why didn't I think of this earlier? I don't know.
You come up with lots of ideas, though.
Thank you.
So.
That was a good one. I liked it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if ATS is down, I know they got some people that listen. You got my email already if you want me to attend. And I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm going to be as professional as I can be under the circumstances and situations. I don't want to get too crazy with this, so I'll throw that out. That's a little disclaimer. Mm-hmm. Profanity will not be used. Facial expressions, maybe.
I know what you're capable of, so I wouldn't.
I was going to say no mean mugging, but I don't know, and that means so many different things to so many different people. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, facial expressions. I don't know. I don't promise that they just happen.
Yeah,
but something stupid said.
Well, you have an exciting thing that's coming up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes. I got to put some pants on.
Do you though?
Probably for this, yeah. No, I get to meet with, I can tell you who I get to meet with, but it's for the Human Rights Commission of Traverse City. I don't know. I think it's Traverse City. I don't think it's Grand Traverse County. But here in Michigan, Human Rights Commission. Oh my gosh. It's in 23 minutes from right now. I'm still sitting in the studio with no pants on. I mean, I'm in boxers. But
which are not pants, but.
They are not pants. Interview committee. There's 2 PDFs. But yeah, I'll meet with like the mayor, I think the city commissioner. Let me see here. I do attend. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to open the full PDF. But yeah, so that's who I'm meeting with. So I should probably kind of
do some
wrap
preparation.
Up the podcast, even though I would love to tell you more about all the ideas that I have that are going to be awesome for the world and businesses across America. Mm-hmm. I can't because I have to go put pants on. So thank you. Thank you for listening.
Well, it's a good day. Good day in recovery.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll talk more with you soon. You know, it's been a while since you've been on, like really been on, not just sleeping.
Oh, and then on. My zombie episode. Yeah.
11th. But yeah, we'll wrap it up now. But thanks for listening and share us with your friends and stuff.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. And we hope you come back for our next episode.